going on, guys? Good morning. Hope everybody's doing fantastic this fine little Tuesday morning. It is currently 63 degrees outside. Looks a little cloudy, and I don't think we're expecting rain, but it might be a little cloudier than what it's been. Oh, hold on one second. Woo! Got a little hiccup there. But yeah, I just want to talk about, well, first off, I want to talk about, it is currently the month of May, okay? And I don't know where it is, I don't know how it is for other places, but for here, or other regions of the states, or other countries, etc., but for May in the northeast, mountainous areas of northeast Georgia, South Carolina, right around my area. Usually during the month of May, it is hot as balls. It's already starting to heat up. It's usually 80s in the midday, 80s during the day, and close to, I wouldn't even say below 60 during the nighttime. However, this May has been vastly different. Now, I fully understand that this May is currently, look, there's 4x4 for sale right there. Hopefully it ain't gonna explode on you. Anyways, I fully understand that May is springtime, still technically springtime for most of the states, for most of everywhere. But for I can't remember how long since living here. Typically May is the hottest hell month. It is going to be, it's basically considered summer. You can go ahead and start swimming, right off the bat during May. This water's still going to be a little cooler, but typically wait till my birthday to actually swim, which is in the later part of May. But typically May is the sign, because how it typically goes is like usually the second week of April, or after the second week of April is the time that it actually starts warming up, because we'll end up getting that last bit of freeze come in, that last bit of grips that Mother Nature wants to have on things, just that last vestige, just right there, right there at the end. But this May in particular has been more of an actual springtime type May than actual summer type May, if you get my drift here. In other words, I don't think there's been a day that it's been above the 80s, and the nights have been extremely cool. I'm talking about some nights it's dipped down to like 45s, and I can attest to this because I'm turkey hunting in the morning, freezing my ass off, thinking, man, I should have just kept out my winter attire, because it is cold. And then of course it get like fucking balls hot during, it start getting hot, extremely hot during midday and stuff. But it has been an uncharacteristically springtime May, which is not a bad thing. It's honestly been a great thing. I mean, it means the grass is actually growing a little less, honestly. So it makes cutting grass a lot, when you cut your grass, it makes it stretch out a lot further, makes it look better and stuff, etc. So it means less yard work type work for me, and etc. But what I really mainly wanted to talk about is that we're having a vacation coming up. Okay, we're having a vacation coming up. We're gonna have a good old time at vacation. We'll be at the beach and everything. And what that means is, prior to coming up to the vacation, is making sure we're far enough ahead on things, or making sure we're fully caught up on everything. And because I don't know about you, but typically how I vacation is I pretty much turn off my phone and leave it. That's pretty much what I do. I try separating myself from the world, because that's the point of vacation for me. And And my boss always said, is like, you'll do that once, but you think, answer the email between like, it takes like 30 seconds, will save you a lot of time when you come back. I don't necessarily believe that, honestly. I really, really don't. I mean, unless it's like considered these type of emergency type of situations, I don't see the benefit of killing yourself trying to get work stuff done on vacation. Because I like the idea of separating work from personal time extremely, like in a full extreme type situation. Now I understand that you could talk about work and stuff like that, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it, but for me personally, I believe the complete separation between work and home, like in a full sense, that when I'm at work, I'm at work, but when I'm at home, work is second. Work is always going to be second to me, because home is always going to be first priority to me. Situations at home will always be first priority to me. So, getting on point. What it means is, getting up on this vacation, we have to get everything prepped, have to get everything set up. Now, both the wife and I are both in school right now, online school, which that means is we can get ahead depending on if a professor opens up the next week's chapter or whatever. Some professors open up all the coursework at the beginning of the week, see if you want to get ahead. Some wait until the week starts before opening up the course. It all miss or hits. But if you go through online school, you'll realize that there's more of you still have to do something called discussion posts, which is typically done during the week after the school works and things of that nature. So that'd probably be the only real work I do during my vacation. It ain't a lot of it ain't gonna be as much compared to, because I'm trying to get as far ahead as I can already, because luckily I have one of the classes. My wife is trying to do the best she can as well, so we're both trying to get as far ahead as possible. When it comes to the work thing, I've already got everything. We already got everything scheduled out, already got everything planned up, making sure everything is kosher before I leave. I mean, you do the most you can before you actually go out to work, etc., etc. So let me ask you, for real, this is a full sentence, because it's something that how do you guys handle when it comes to going on vacations? Now, I fully understand if you want to bring your phones, you want to bring your computers, keep yourself a little more entertained when you're going out on vacation. Hey, that's fine. I mean, hey, vacations is meant to do what you want to do. But what is your typical process of getting ready for vacations? What is your typical process? For me, I like to plan it out as best I can. Much in advance. I like to make sure everything's kosher. I like to make sure everything's set up well before vacation even starts. Wife, however, is more of a fuck it, let's do it right then and there type situation, which is not a bad personality trait. Trust me, it's not. It is the complete opposite of mine, which makes it great for relationship wise, because it is pure chaos and I love it. It is absolutely wonderful. But there's nothing wrong with it. It is perfectly fine. Let me tell you, if you think I'm dogging on people who are just like the day they get there, like, let's pack our bags and go. I'm not. That is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Or they knew about the vacation all the way up until that point, and they're like, oh shit, I gotta pack it. There's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, that's just how some people are. Now, some people are like me, very methodical planning. You have to be there 15 minutes prior, and that's not even from my military days. That's from like my mother, who wants to be there like an hour early for events and shits, just bleeding out into me. Now, I've gotten a little, I wouldn't say lackadaisical, but I've gotten a little bit more different over the years, mainly because I'm married to somebody who's the complete opposite. So we have to give and take when it comes to that. So I've gotten, I wouldn't say a little slacks, but I've calmed it down a little when it comes to that sort of stuff. Mainly because I'm married to somebody who has a different type of personality when it comes to that type of things for me. So this vacation coming up is with the with my father-in-law and my brother-in-law. We started actually going on vacations with, I always hate to say that side of the family, but it's that side of the family. It's probably the easiest way to explain it to other people, because I consider them family. But we started going on vacation with that side of the family last year, and it was like the first vacation that they've ever went on since, let's see, 2009. And I can say that because that's when I started dating my wife, is 2009. So I was like, all right, let's just do it. No worries about it. Let's just go. So booked it. My wife actually booked this one. I actually booked that one. And luckily everything was just about to start opening back up, so it was actually quite pleasant compared to what I think this one's going to be. Is a little bit more chaos because a lot of people are actually getting out, and going to be getting out a lot more this year. And it's going to be, because I can tell you, it was hard trying to even find a place at this point because of it. All right. Because everybody got their stimulus money, and everybody's getting on vacation, or getting a vehicle, or getting a fucking mule. Not like a mule, more like a gator. There we go. Getting a gator. So it was hard trying to even find a place at that time. And we actually found a place. I somehow managed to find a place. So I booked it. We got it all booked. We got everything all booked. But let me tell you, it's because I've never really experienced vacationing with that side of the family. It's a different type of experience. It's not a bad experience. It's a different kind of experience. Mainly because I'm familiar with vacationing with my side of the family, and I'm familiar with vacationing with Jessica. I'm familiar, with my wife. I feel very familiar with vacationing with her. But I wasn't necessarily familiar with vacationing with that side of the family, because, like I said, they've never been on that vacation. They've never been on vacation since before we got married, and then years after we got married, and then like when the kid. So it was a different type of experience. I wouldn't say it was a bad experience. It's a different kind of experience, and I'm glad I'm getting to get a chance to experience what it's like vacationing with that side of the family, because, like I said, they never really vacationed, and honestly, my father-in-law needs it more than we do. Honestly, I was like, he needs to go out, he needs to experience it, he needs to just get the hell out. Get away from what he's been doing a good bit of his life, and just experience something else. And I'm glad we get the chance to do it, honestly. I really am. It is a wonderful time. I'm blessed. My wife and I are blessed enough to where we can actually manage to go on these type of vacations and stuff with family members, or if we want to do it by ourselves, we could. We're blessed enough to where we're actually able to do it, because we managed our finances well enough to where we could just say, all right, let's go this time. It's more along the lines of, for us, trying to actually find the time to do it between everything else that's wanted to go on and things of that nature. Because let's be honest, you can't go on vacation all the time. We like to work. We honestly like to work. There's nothing wrong with us working. But man, let me tell you, It's going to be a fun time. And it was also a perfect excuse because we just got a brand new vehicle. And we purposely got this vehicle so we could travel in a lot more comfort than what we have been in the past, especially on these longer trips. Because I don't know about you, it's very weird. This is very fucking weird. I originally owned a 2003 Toyota Tundra, okay? And at the time of 2003, this vehicle was the pinnacle of vehicles, right? It was the pinnacle of a truck anyways. If you wanted like a full-size vehicle that carries family and stuff, you'd have to get a fucking van, okay? There wasn't like real SUVs out there or anything of that nature. So when they come out with like a truck that has like dual, back seat and things of that nature, and a full-size bed at the same time, you're like, holy shit, this is a lot of room for a vehicle. And I remember making trips from North Carolina to South Carolina to visit family and stuff during Christmas time, things of that nature, like 6-7 hour long trips in this vehicle with my two brothers, my mother and my father and stepfather, whichever one, making those long ass trips in that vehicle. I can tell you right now, I would only make that trip with two adults in the front seat. I would not make that trip with any fucking kids in the back. Because looking at it now, there was no damn room. How in the hell did we get from there to where we needed all these big ass massive rooms? Because now that 2003 Toyota Tundra, which was considered a full size at that time, now isn't even close to a mid-size truck size cab room, okay? And the mid-size vehicles, because I can say this because now I drive a 2015 Toyota Tacoma on my off time and everything, I would barely even say I could classify it for long trips with a small kid in the back, with two adults and a small kid, because we did that. That's what was our main vehicle driving to vacation spots and things of that nature, was that damn vehicle. Now, we were like, okay, that's enough. As much as I enjoy driving it on long trips with the family and stuff, we both the wife and I agreed it's time to get a new vehicle. Now, we chose the absolute wrong fucking time, in my opinion, to even look for a vehicle. If you guys are looking for vehicles now, don't even fucking consider it, because vehicles are flying off the shelves at a record pace. The price on these vehicles are ridiculous, and let me tell you, if you're looking for a very specific vehicle, luckily my wife has a horseshoe stuck so far up her ass that when she gets her mind searching for something, she somehow fucking finds the exact things she needs. And somehow, by another miraculous standard, I know exactly how this whole process went, because I was there. By miraculous standard, that the dealership just didn't say, okay, see you guys later, because honestly, it is a dealer's market right now. It is not a seller's market. So if you do the whole ordeal of trying to negotiate, it is going to be very hard for you to have a leg up on these dealers, because honestly, they'll just be like, okay, see ya, because another person's coming in there and buying a vehicle. It is a dealer's market right now. They are not hungry. I mean, they're still hungry, but they are not starving for your buy right now, because honestly, somebody else is going to come and buy the vehicle. My boss was, when I told him about this, because he recently had it, because last weekend he was telling me about how he was searching for a new vehicle for a new vehicle, because it's gotten to the point where he can't maintain this vehicle anymore, and it's more trouble than what it's worth. And him and his wife went out searching for vehicles and stuff. They had things lined up, the day before, and they get to the dealer and they're like, oh, we sold it like 30 minutes ago. And the pricing on the vehicle is already gone. Pricing on these vehicles is already going up and things of that nature. And they made the ultimate decision of not even caring about a vehicle right now because it is not there. It is not a dealer's market right. It is not a buyer's market right now. You are not going to have options. So if you're looking for a fucking vehicle right now, it is good fucking luck is all I have to say. Somehow the stars aligned for the wife and I to get a Tahoe, a Tahoe that she wanted, that we both agreed on somehow. The stars aligned for it. And then the stars even the planets started even aligning when somehow the dealership said, okay, we'll take your offer. We'll take the offer you're offering us. Some fucking how. Okay, because I was fully expecting them to say, nah, we can't do that. This is the only thing we're gonna offer. And then we would have walked out without a vehicle. I mean, that's just what the case would be. Somehow we ended up getting our deal that we were honestly thinking about. So I don't fucking know how the hell we managed that. But of course my wife would have that type of fucking luck. I mean, I wouldn't have that type of luck. I hate buying vehicles, man. I just hate them. I really hate looking for vehicles. I hate buying vehicles. I just don't like vehicles. I just don't have that. Oh, that's my this is my badge that my company made just in case we needed have badges during the whole COVID stuff, because I cross state lines for work very often, so I have that on site. Keep it on my person. Plus, it's a very good looking picture, man. I like that picture. Anyways, let me get back on point. Oh, you know what? I'm not even gonna get back on point. I've talked about some random shit today. I just started going off on these weird tangents. It's like, fuck it, why not, right? But anyways, it is a dealer's market right now for vehicle owners, for housing, for buying lawnmowers or any of those type of utility type of shit. It is not your, as a buyer, it is not your market, because you're going to be paying money out of it. Because guess what stimulus money did? It caused inflation. Lo and behold, somehow it caused inflation. Who would have thought that free money that the government give out would cause prices of private dealers to actually go up? Who knew? Because when demand goes up, price goes up. And when you give people free money, their demand for shit goes up. Who knew, right? Surprise, surprise. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. If you guys would, give me a like, comment, and subscribe, and go ahead and click that little bell thing. I don't know what the hell that thing does. It does something. Because I always hear other YouTubers and stuff say, click that little bell right there. I don't fucking know what it does. I might as well just say it too. Why not, right? But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I know I'm going to. I'm gonna do some schoolwork, do some office work, make sure I'm fully ahead, do some maintenance type work, and make sure everything's kosher with everything at my facility. And then I'll continue on with my day. And I hope you guys do too. And as always, work hard. Peace.